Oh boy. I thought I'd go first because I get all emotional. I'm gonna cry at everybody's. Um, I was just thinking about you guys, and the one thing that just comes to the forefront of my mind is you are the epitome of what every couple strives to be. And everything you've been through and worked through together is so inspiring. And I know I always say this, but I literally would not be here today if it wasn't for you two. Mom, you've been my best friend and kept me going. And I know that we butt heads a lot, Dad. Kind of. But you always keep trying. You admit when you're wrong. And you always keep trying along with me to make our relationship better. And it has meant a lot to me. I just love you both so much. And I thank you for what you've done for me and my girls. I feel like they are living better lives because of you. And we've just learned so much, and I just thank you.
Should we cheers? After everyone? Cheers. So, just like as I was sitting here thinking, like 50 years you guys have been married, and the legacy that you're leaving behind. I think everybody at this table can all agree that marriage is freaking hard. It is hard, and it is meant to push you to your very limits, and it is meant to be our greatest teacher, I think. And just watching you two give each other grace over the years and forgive each other and boost each other up when you're down, the amount of service you guys have shown towards each other through starting a new business to working through disease and sickness, raising 5 crazy kids, and just all of life's challenges. You guys have honestly handled them with such grace and shown us such a beautiful example of not giving up on each other. And I think that when like you persevere through life's biggest challenges and you refuse to give up on each other, I think that's when you learn the most in this life. And when you grow the most is when you refuse to give up. And I think it's pretty easy to give up and throw in the towel. And I just applaud you guys for putting in the hard work and for showing us unconditional love for us and for each other, and just giving that example of respect and love and service towards each other. It just means everything to me. My kids have also learned a lot from you guys, and you guys will continue to leave this beautiful legacy. And I just want to say thank you, and we love you so much.
Thank you. Have you struggled, honey?
Hold them up. Hold them up.
Cheers.
I'm not sure how to end. Transition from one to the next.
Last night at around 3 o'clock because Naya woke up and wouldn't go back to sleep for about an hour or so. By the time I finally got her back to sleep, I was thinking a lot about you guys, and I just decided to start jotting down my thoughts. Very similar to what a lot of you guys have said, but it's from my heart. When I think about you guys, Mom and Dad, the word that comes to my mind first is inspiration. You two inspire me because of your commitment to each other through all the highs and lows, and you guys have really stuck together through thick and thin. We all know that there was a time when it looked like your story might take a different turn, and you were maybe going to call it or give up. But instead, you dug deep, you chose each other, you chose to fight for what you had, and because of that choice, you didn't just save your marriage, you strengthened it. You rebuilt the foundation, made each other the top priority, you allowed yourselves to be humble and to learn from each other, and you've shown us all what real love looks like. Not always easy, not always pretty, but always worth it. You both have worked incredibly hard in every sense. You've built a life centered on faith, family, and showing up for the people you love. You've shown us that a strong marriage isn't built on perfection, it's built on persistence, grace, forgiveness, and fun. I can't pass up the opportunity to highlight just how much I love your guys' fun, adventurous spirits and your slapstick sense of humor. My favorite memories of you guys include all of our fun adventures we've been on, your pranks, your jokes, and just your lighthearted, goofy personalities. Life is meant to be fun and enjoyed, and you guys have been a great example of that. Mom and Dad, you are a living example of commitment, resilience, and joy. You've built a beautiful life, not for just yourselves, but for all of us lucky enough to be a part of this story. Your love has created a ripple effect that touches all of us in this room. So here's to 50 years of laughter, love, and loyalty. Here's to everything you've overcome, everything you've built, and everything that's still ahead. We love you more than words can say. Happy 50th.
So I'll probably just kind of keep mine short and sweet, but I just wanted to say thank you for everything, and thank you for being the best parents in the world to us. Just thank you for giving us the best childhood, and I just have the funnest memories, and I just love that you guys grew up teaching us to play and be silly, and you've always been that way with each other and with us, and I feel like I'm that way now with my kids. So I just kind of learned that from you guys, and I love that about you.
But I'd steal the love of hiking.
Yes.
It only came to me.
I can't get her out hiking.
No, I love hiking. And I did love our hikes growing up, even if they were rough sometimes. But yeah, just thank you for all of those fun memories. And you know, just helping all of us through our hard times, but me in particular, just being there for me through my really hard moments and helping me and having my back through that and through everything else. And just thank you for sticking it out with each other and having each other's backs and working through your hard times and your trials and stuff. Just thank you for doing that, because I'm sure it was, you know, really hard. And I just thank you for doing that for each other and for us, and just keeping our family together and super happy and loving and fun. And, you know, also just, I think, taking care of, like, yourselves too is just really awesome to me, because it's just, you know, I think really good for all of us and for, like, the grandkids and everything, for you guys to be healthy and around for all of us. And yeah,
Thank you.
just thank you for everything you've done, for being awesome grandparents. And I love you very much.
Oh, I didn't hit record. Can you do that one more time?
That would be awesome.
Is it going?
You're live.
All right. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Going last, everybody took all the good stuff. I don't know what else to say. What's going through my mind is just kind of what I've learned from each of you, what each of you have taught me. And so what I want to say is, from Dad, I know that even though maybe he didn't notice this, but, at a young age, I would see him go and get up early and go down and read his scriptures and pray. And I always kind of realized, I want to be a man of discipline and somebody that clearly loves the Lord. And that was never a question in my mind. And those things are, impressionable on kids when they see that. And so growing up, there was always kind of that measure of what kind of man do I want to be, and it was like my dad. Certainly something that I thought about on my mission, and times that got hard and I didn't want to be there, and you were encouraging, not in a way that was pushy, but in a way that was just, you're doing good work here, and you may not remember a lot of this, but it was certainly impactful, and really appreciate what you taught me in the way that you treated Mom, in the way that you treated my sisters. Certainly, is how I wanted to treat my wife and my daughter. So really appreciate that. And for Mom, I always had just felt like a special relationship, that you were a good mom, you were there, but we were also good friends. And I knew that I could always come and talk to you about things, and anything I was going through, I could be open, and it never felt like I was talking to a parent as much as somebody that knew what I was going through, would never judge me for that. And I was always really grateful for that, because you need that as a kid. You taught hard work as well. You were both hardworking. Dad with his business and you with what you did at the Arts Council was something that I would always brag about. I worked for my dad in his company, and my mom is running the Arts Council. That was pretty amazing things that you guys both did. And I know that those were hard things. They did not come easy, but certainly things that I very much noticed and appreciated and wanted to emulate as I got older. And certainly loved the sense of humor. Didn't love it as much when I was 16 and you showed up in my school dressed as hillbillies. That took some therapy. And then when they showed up at our wedding, Tara had to go through therapy.
I'll never forget the look on her whole family's face.
Her family told her to divorce me immediately.
They were like, all right, do you know what you're getting yourself into?
Get this thing annulled.
Yes.
Like, Tara, run.
But I do look back on that fondly. It's there's special memories. And, I know my kids appreciate you guys being fun and loving games. We'd go up to the cabin and you would go and spend time with them, and you would take them out and shoot BB guns and really show them that attention. And I do know, having had two really good sets of grandparents, how important that is, and really grateful that you guys have been that for all of our kids. And so I just want to say my sincere appreciation for all the things that you've taught me individually, your strengths and your weaknesses, but also the things that you've taught me in your relationship and your marriage. And just want you to know how much I love you and I'm grateful for you. and grateful every day for this family that you guys have created. And it's pretty remarkable when you look around. So thank you so much.
Thank you, son. Here's to a bunch of good kids.